Larissa, that was a tough outing for you guys. Probably one of the more disappointing games of your coaching career. What do you sort of take away from 43-point loss?
It was very disappointing. I think the only thing I can really say to that is to apologise. We had such a great crowd that came out to support us today. Obviously, there were a lot of Canberra supporters as well, but I really want to apologise that we would put that sort of performance together. Obviously, the girls don't do it on purpose. They had probably our worst shooting display, but that a lot of that came down to what we were doing out there and options we were taking. So I think there's a lot that we can learn from it. It was extremely disappointing. We're all pretty gutted. All you have to do is look forward and learn from it.
Obviously, you guys had a pretty tough game on Friday night against Perth. You guys did really well in the first 3 quarters, and then you just fell short, which is obviously going to be sort of tough on the road anyway. And then you come here on Sunday afternoon. Do you put that fatigue sort of down to one of the reasons you guys sort of struggled out there, or were you guys feeling fresh? I don't know.
Definitely weren't feeling fresh. We got the red eye home on Friday night, which is tough, but that's not an excuse. We're better than that. I think the biggest focus and the biggest thing that comes out today is how tough and how good Canberra are. You just can't have any lapses against a team like that. They've got opals, WNBA calibre right across the board, and they showed that every single time we made a mistake, they punished us. Even when we didn't make a mistake, they punished us. I was pretty happy with defensively what we were doing in the first quarter in particular, and even in that second quarter, Kia got hot, but we just couldn't keep any scoreboard pressure on. So I think it definitely shows fatigue as the weekend goes on, but every team's in that situation, and I'm not prepared to use that as an excuse. I just don't think we just weren't who we wanted to be today. As
a player out there, Rach, how do you feel? Obviously, Canberra are sort of really hitting their straps now, and they've got Mariantolo back, and they've got all these players ready to go. It's obviously tough defending out there, but what do you sort of put those defensive lapses down to for you girls?
Yeah, I think, like Chris said, most of our defence was pretty good, particularly early on, but then our offensive lapses really led to some of their fast break opportunities, and that just makes it really tough to defend. And then, that gives them open looks, gives Nurse some open threes, and that really got her going. So that's probably been the story of a couple of our losses recently, so we need to get better at that. But yeah, overall, just really disappointing.
And what about offensively? You guys saw, I think it was just 24% from the field, and obviously on any day you can have a poor shooting day, but to have one as a team, well, that must be a bit disheartening. What do you sort of put the offense down to?
I think we were just not taking the right shots. We weren't executing how we do when we play well, like we did. We played really well on Friday night against Perth, and we didn't bring that today. So we tried to go a little bit individual rather than move the ball and make Canberra have to defend like long shot clock and stuff.
And Riss, the past few weeks when we saw on that little winning streak there, it seemed like the ball was zipping around, like you said, and it seems like we were all making really good decisions. What are you going to look to change as we go forward? We've got, I think, Townsville next week and Bendigo as well. What are you looking at change forward?
So the Townsville Sydney trip next weekend. So it's our 4th double in a row. So this was our little mini kind of season where we had 4 doubles in a row all the way, and it's been a tough stretch. So we just need to refocus. We need to go after that Townsville game next week, like they will. They're in a bit of a rut as well. So I think the stretch where we played really well was when we played as a team, but the difference is that when you come up against a calibre like Canberra, where they've got the calibre of players that they do and they're so aggressive, we haven't adjusted well to it. So we've just got to keep pushing each other around and stay really positive, because there's always things you can take out of this, and hopefully over the next couple of days we can get everybody fresh. That was probably the closest we've been to our full squad, even though people were still really limited and underdone today. So for me, hopefully everybody comes out unscathed, and all we can do is just keep looking to be the best version of us every game.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.